Okay, welcome back, and my name is Tiffany. And what I'm going to do in this section of cooking chitlins and HogMaws is show you how to cut the HogMaws up in bite-sized pieces. You can either use shears or you can use a knife. This is how you do it with shears and bite-sizes pieces, or you can use a knife to cut it. You can cut it, as big as you want to or as small as you want to. It's up to you. They're going to shrink just a little. And as you can see, I have cut them up in different sizes right here. Okay. Also, I have the chitlins that I have not cut up yet. But like I said, you can cut them up in bite-sized pieces. Going to be the best because this is something you do not want it to be this big inside of your pot. I'm going to use scissors just to speed up the process. I like mine about at least this big because it's going to shrink up a little. We're just going to cut it. Some are going to be a little bit larger than others. It'll be fine. There's no right, no wrong way to do it. So we're going to cut these up. Throw them into the pot. Let them start cooking because it's going to take about 3 more hours after the 3 hours of washing them to cook them. So I guess it takes a little time to cook chitlins, I would think, and prep them. About 6 hours total. 3 hours for the prepping and 3 hours for the cooking. You're just going to continue to check on them. Add a little water. Don't put too much water in at the beginning. You will see that. I will repeat that part. You will see how much water I have inside of the pot over there. There's boiling water right now. Yeah, when you get a hang of it, you just cut them. It doesn't matter, You will see later in another video how they have shrunk. Okay. Alright, see how this one is? A little bit longer, but it's going to shrink. The HogMaws, they don't shrink as much as the chitlins do. See, these are going to make a lot of chitlins, so I may only cook just half of these right here and freeze the other half for Christmas, since this is Thanksgiving 2020. So I won't have to pick another bucket. Only a few people in my family eat these, so really don't have to cook the whole thing. Okay. And as you get the hang of it, you're just going to be snipping. Don't don't want them too small though. You do not want them too small because you're going to be fishing at the bottom of your pot trying to find them after they shrink. So make sure you do not cut them too small. I do put a couple of big ones in there. Some people like a couple of big ones. So put that in half. I like different sizes, you know, when I eat them. Some big ones, some small ones. Okay. And what I'm going to do is finish cutting these up. Some are already a good size to go in there, so I don't have to mess with those. It's a big thick one right here. Let all these right here stay the sizes that they are. What I'm going to do is put this back in here. Now that I have them all cut up. And I'm going to go rinse them one more time. So just give me 1 second to rinse them. I'm also going to rinse my HogMaws one more time. And I'm going to put the HogMaws in first. Inside my boiling water. You don't need much water because the chitlins is going to put plenty of water into your pot. Okay. I'm going to close it up and let that boil for a few minutes. I always wait a few minutes. Well, let me wash this off. Make sure you wash this off before you start cutting up your vegetables. Okay. There we go. We're going to switch this up to high for a few minutes. I'm going to cut my onion up first because I want to get those in there as quick as possible. I'm going to peel this off of the onion. Put that to the side for now. We're just going to cut the onion. Doesn't have to be very small pieces. It's all going to melt down within those 3 hours. I like to chop mine like this. what we're gonna do when we finish chopping these, is put them in to the pot with the HogMaws. So we can go ahead on and get that onion flavor deep into your chitlin. And HogMaws. But at this time, like I said, only the HogMaws are in right now. This is how it's going to look. Starting off just the HogMaws and the onions. Put the lid back on. Clean this up, my little mess. Okay. And what I'm doing over here is getting the chitlins out of the water. Okay. What I was doing was getting the chitlins out of the water because I rinsed them one more time. And I'm going to put these in as well. Put a few of them in here with it. Cut this up. My orange bell pepper that I have already washed. Okay. And I'm going to cut up a red. I'm only going to do half right now for the video, but make sure if you like the vegetables in it, you can put a whole one in there. I'm only going to do half myself. And I'm also going to do a green. Okay, so you have your orange, your red, and your green, and the onions are already in there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to add, I'm going to switch pots. This pot right here is a little bit too small. Switch it into my chitlin pot. Everyone who cook chitlins, they have a chitlin pot. And this is my chitlin pot. Okay. Everyone who has chitlins know exactly what I mean by a chitlin pot. We're going to put the rest of the chitlins in here. Okay. Last but not least, what we're going to do is add the bell peppers, the half of bell peppers that I did on the orange, the red, and the green. We're just going to add that in. Trying to put them in so you can see me put them in. And we're going to put a lid on top of it and let it cook. So I'm going to put a little seasoned salt in it as well. I always use my Larry seasoned salt. A little bit of that in it to get it started. Mix everything up. And that's how you make chitlins and HogMaws. It's not done yet, but you will see at the end how delicious these HogMaws and chitlins taste and look. Well, I'm going to taste it so you'll see my reaction. But you see how good these are. But if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and just be watching out for the outcome of these chitlins, how they look, how they taste, and how I prepared them. Thank you.